The Sinaloa cartel uses very sophisticated techniques to smuggle drugs across the border, whether it's secret compartments in vehicles or hiding their drugs in bottles. And once those are detected, they move on to another technique, essentially staying one step ahead of law enforcement. Well, Mike, this is one of the busiest intersections in all of Midland. Take a look over here on Midkiff and you can see just how backed up traffic is. The World Health Organization says smoking hookah for 1 hour is equivalent to 5 packs of these, or 100 cigarettes. Combine that with the secondhand smoke that you can inhale in a hookah bar like this, and experts say you're doing considerable damage to your lungs. As you can see right now, traffic is fairly heavy. That makes it difficult to make this left from 16th Street onto Moss Ave, while traffic is going back and forth at 55 miles per hour. Now take a look at this fence. The homeowner says he put up this fence to prevent cars from running off the road and into his home. This river is more than the United States border to Naomi Ogi. It's a decision between family and opportunity. And traffic to get onto Loop 250 from 191 is backed up pretty much all the way back to the exit. Just take a look at these lines. As you can see, it's not too far from a couple of homes here in the neighborhood, and residents I talked to say it was a little nerve-wracking knowing that a manhunt was happening right in their backyard. This river is more than the United States border to Naomi Ogi. It's a decision between family and opportunity.
Cuídese mucho.
Naomi's meeting starts every day after school with a woman she loves.
Bueno, cuídese mucho y los queremos.
But her love can only go as far as her
más.
words can travel.
Lo mismo, tarea.
That's because her mom lives in Mexico. Naomi, just 15 feet away in the United States. Crossing the border is only legal at checkpoints, so they meet here to share their bond as daughter and mom the best they can. For nearly 15 years, the Rio Grande has been both the dividing line and their kitchen table,
¿Todos bien?
where they talk nearly every day about school and life.
It's like every little kid who would want to come from school with their parents to show them how, Mom, I have a happy face on my calendar, or Mom. And that didn't happen most of the time. And it's sad, it's sad. I used to cry when I was little, just waiting for my mom to be there at my house. But if it can't be, it can't be.
Her parents were living in Odessa illegally when Naomi was born, making her a U.S. citizen. Unable to get citizenship, they decided to move back to their hometown when she was 3. But Naomi and her siblings would not make that move. Her parents decided an American education was more important than living together.
Yeah, it's for her U.S. history.
They would stay just across the border in Candelaria, a village about 50 miles from Presidio, with her grandma.
They care about us, so they would give me advices, telling me, you know, mija, school is first.
Her pursuit of an American education starts at 5 in the morning. She boards the school bus when it's still pitch black outside, the start of her hour-long trip down a windy, bumpy road leading to Presidio. Her teachers will tell you Naomi isn't just receiving an education, she's taking full advantage of her opportunity. She is in the early college high school at Presidio High, meaning she can graduate with enough credits to earn an associate's degree.
Something I've always thought to myself, why would I be taking this big risk if I'm not going to take advantage of my school?
Santos Lujan is the principal of the early college. He works closely with students, including several living with guardians like Naomi.
These kids are, at a very early age, are becoming very mature. They're making very mature decisions, but they know that the potential of a great education is the way to success, and they're willing to do whatever it takes.
With college on her mind, she continues on her journey, working diligently in school and setting up appointments with her mom.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets too much. When I just come and relax myself and I talk to my mom, like how we do right now, and she just tells me, just go on with school, you just go on.
Occasionally, those appointments turn to visits, only when her mom crosses the river on this cable line, risking arrest to be with Naomi. So most of her life, she comes to the river, in earshot of her mom, but without the personal connection. No being tucked in at night when she was little, no bedtime stories, no hugs after school, just a river and a wave.
Bye.
Naomi's mom hopes to get U.S. citizenship soon. Naomi will turn 18 this year, meaning regardless of what happens, she will be an adult capable of taking care of herself so she can stay in Presidio ISD. Reporting in Presidio County, Andrew Boven, CBS 7 News. Jay, this is the Sunday paper from Ojinaga. As you can see, El Chapo dominates the conversation. Today we spent the afternoon in Ojinaga talking about El Chapo and what this means for their community. It was a normal, warm Sunday afternoon in Ojinaga with kids dancing and people hanging around the plaza. Except for the shocking news of El Chapo's arrest. It was a surprise, but everything here is calm. Irma works at this newsstand in a popular square in Ojinaga. She says everybody couldn't wait to get their hands on the Sunday edition. A lot of people are talking about El Chapo, you know. Most residents we talk to say Ojinaga is safe, as you're more likely to see families congregating at church than violence. We don't participate in that too much, so it's not affecting us. Still, rumors say that things will heat up soon enough. These are her sons, she says, and they are saying it's not over, it's just getting started. Everyone says they will continue on with their lives, while hoping Mexico can move on from one of the most violent times in their history. While talking to people, we also found someone from Andrews with family in Ojinaga. He refused to talk on camera, fearing for his family, because he says Mexico will remain violent and someone from the cartel will just take El Chapo's place. Reporting in Presidio, Andrew Boven, CBS 7 News. Take a hit, pack the bowl, light it up. It's a legal, social way to smoke.
I saw the hookah and I was like, what's this?
Hookah is a unique way of smoking tobacco or non-tobacco herbs. Hookah tobacco, or shisha, usually flavored with sweet tastes like cherry or watermelon, gets packed into a bowl at the top, then typically covered with foil and heated through coals. Smoke then builds up in the bubbler and is inhaled through a pipe.
It's so cool though.
This group of smokers says they will hang out for hours, puffing and passing.
Just gather around with your friends, and it lasts like forever, so you can just sit around and have conversations while you smoke it.
Despite little media attention, it's common, especially among teens. They say it's a safe, legal way to enjoy some puffs.
It goes back to it not being illegal and being so accessible. Like, I mean, the shisha that you smoke or the stones that you buy, they're not expensive. Neither is the coal.
Research suggests all that smoke is harmful. The World Health Organization says smoking hookah for 1 hour is equivalent to 5 packs of these, or 100 cigarettes. Combine that with the secondhand smoke that you can inhale in a hookah bar like this, and experts say you're doing considerable damage to your lungs.
We're talking emphysema, we're talking lung disease, lung cancer.
Just the process of smoking makes it more dangerous.
Plus, since you're inhaling deeper, you're bringing in more of the carcinogens, so it's more concentrated.
Shisha also contains harmful chemicals like nicotine.
There is no safe level of nicotine or of tobacco. Any amount can cause some kind of damage.
There are other products that aren't tobacco or don't contain nicotine. Still, experts say they pose similar problems. Do you believe that?
I do not.
However, the group I talked to wasn't buying it. They also use cigarettes, and they can feel a difference between the two.
I've been smoking cigarettes for a while too, and you can feel the difference in your lungs as well as like when you've been smoking it for quite a while. I think the only thing you get is your throat gets sore.
But is it addicting?
But it's not like something I do every day. It's something like every other month or so. It's not something I do like on a regular basis.
What's inside a hookah is tobacco. The addictive substance in it is nicotine. The same thing that's found in your cigarette, your cigars, your dip, and your snuff.
The risks go beyond the lungs. Doctors say passing the pipe from mouth to mouth can lead to viruses or infections. This group knows there could be some health effects.
Smoke is smoke.
But they doubt the facts will convince many here in this room or elsewhere to kick the habit.
I mean, I smoke cigarettes, and I know people who smoke cigarettes and have gotten sick off of them.